Morning, everybody. Andrew Smith from Royal LePage, Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy. It's Tuesday, July 16th, 2024. We're in a brewery. Barn Owl microbrewery. You've seen it. If you spend any time in Kelowna's Lower Mission, heading up to Upper Mission, you know where I am. Across from Dunenzi's Pizza. We've been here before. I remember the first time we were here, it was so cold. It was like minus 30, wind chill, freezing, and it was brutal. I was worried about my electronics freezing. Now we're gonna be 35, 36 degrees today. We're going through a little bit of a heat wave, which is wonderful. But anyway, yeah, nice. Milkshed Coffee House is right next door. Same owners, I'm assuming, because there's a walkthrough. And no one got too hyper when we're sitting in the brewery part of it. Housing update. This is the reason you guys checked in. 46 residential sales. I wish there was 146, but it's 46. That's just the way it is, and that's what we've been experiencing week after week after week after week. It's a little bit of an uptick from last week when we were in the 30s, and it's a little bit of a downtick from we were in the 50s for the same week a year ago. So yeah, 46. That's the way it goes. The average sale price was $1,035,000. Again, that just doesn't seem to move. The median sale price was $900,000 for last week. That doesn't move much. So yeah, all in all, not a lot to report. Just pretty much same old. The couple of odd things though. The busiest two communities were Glenrosa and Lakeview Heights. They had 5 sales each. So 10 out of 46 were in those two communities. Of the 46 sales, 25 of them were on the west side. So the west side kicked the Kelowna side's backside last week. That'll change. That's probably just an anomaly, and I wouldn't read too much into that. But the west side is producing. Condos. Oh my gosh, 810 active apartment condos for sale. 810. In and of itself, that's not that big of a deal. 267 of those are vacant. There's nobody living in them. You never really know why. Sometimes it's someone passes away. Sometimes people move and don't need to sell. They don't need the money. But the reason the number is so big now likely has something to do with the Airbnb rules, where people who have an investment in our province just refuse to play by the rules and rent them out under the auspices of the Residential Tenancy Act in British Columbia. They just don't want to play. They understand the rules: 4 months notice to end a tenancy and 12-month rent of a penalty if you do something wrong. So they just look at the landscape and just say, I just don't want to be a part of that. No, I'm not going to rent it out month to month. So consequently, we have 1 in 3 of condo apartments are vacant right now. And last week we had 20 sales. That's not a lot. So if that's 20 in a week, let's say it's between 80 and 100 a month, and there's 800 for sale. There's a lot of condos on the market right now that aren't selling. Makes for disappointed sellers, nervous sellers, and you think there would be downward pressure on pricing, but it just isn't. Prices aren't dropping. These sellers are resilient. They're just not. The prices are still high. So that's something to watch though, because if anything is going to break, it's that sellers are just going to say, I've had enough. Let's lower it from $435,000 down to $395, and let's just sell it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next week. We'll be somewhere just as much fun as this.